Hi everyone, out you are. This is CoinsKid. We're just going to dive into Reef. The ticker is Reef, and it is called Reef, and it's against USDT. Okay, so I did do an update on this previously. You've broken out of some kind of falling wedge. Okay, reversal pattern. You're coming up. Look, you've already met that high. You're on your way to that high, and then you're retracing to that high as well. So you're on your way. Okay, and you are creating little horizontals along this journey. Basically, you create a new impulsive wave here. You start to break this high, so you are looking at a 1618 at 0.02. You're on your way, but you are running into resistance, and in doing so, you are creating a horizontal basically. Now I want to show you created a horizontal before. Just there, let me show you this horizontal. Right, so I'm just going to make you aware of everything just there. So this was a little horizontal that you formed, and you can see you got a break just there, but then you had a throwback. You came back into the pattern, you carried out a correction, you came back down, you bounced off a key level support just there for continuing. Okay, and with that you had a technical target off this throwback, look, from there to there. So effectively, when you broke out this low resistance, your technical target is where you met this high. Do you see that? But what happened is you had a throwback, you come back into the pattern, and with that you had a correction and you carried out a technical target to the downside. Do you see that? So that was a whopping correction just there. When you lost that support, that was around about 14%. So keep an eye on this moving forward, okay, because you can see how volatile it is. It came up, broke out, yay, and then came back into the pattern and carried out a short. Do you understand that? Okay, so right now you are actually forming another horizontal just here, which is again bullish, okay, because it's bullish continuation. So it looks something like this. Look, so you've got this level of resistance, you're coming into some kind of apex at the moment, so it is looking for a break. But please be aware that you can get this throwback, come back into the pattern, carry out the extension to the other side, because when you did break that, you did actually carry out the technical target eventually. Look, when you did that, you did something, you lost support, you've gone down, but when you actually broke back out of it, okay, and carried it out, you actually came up to the high where you were supposed to. Do you understand that? So you sort of add a correction and then continue with the trend effectively. So do anticipate that that could happen again, a very rinse repeat fractal. And I'm going to show you that if it actually does, it could be quite negative here, and it could. I'm going to show you everything. Okay, obviously we've got a forecast up here, we're on our way, we're retracing, great, but it is going to be choppy. Okay, and if you lose key level support, you're not looking at continuation, you're looking at further test support below. You understand that? Break resistance, continuation, lose support, continuation to the downside. Okay, so right here you are creating another horizontal. Great, you're coming into the apex just like you was here. Breakout, yay, fantastic. But honestly, don't trade on the break of that, because it's how volatile it is. You could have another fractal where you roll back. Okay, because I'm going to show you right now from here to here. But potentially, this is your technical target. If you break this resistance here along this trend line towards the apex, boom, you're looking at the 1618 being met, aren't you? It's going to be absolutely fantastic. But if you lose support, you can see what you're going to do. Okay, you're going to come back down and retest this low just there. Do you see that? Now with that, if you do lose this support just here of this horizontal, which is bullish continuation pattern, you come into it, look, bullish, broke out, but you had a throwback, come back down. Do you see that? So right now, if you come up here and you have a throwback and you come back down, that's your technical target down there, which is retest of this low. Because if you start to do that, okay, that's quite bad, obviously, because it's a whopping correction, to be honest with you. From there to there, if we go all the way to the low, it's 20%. So if that does happen, it happens. But what we do need to see there is that support held, okay? If it does come down here, if we have a whopping correction and we roll in the market and come down to this low, at that point, you could see a little bounce, look, and you do something like this. Now, if you fail to break this high, what are you doing? And roll. You're creating a massive monster head and shoulders pattern just there. So it's an eventual pattern. If we don't break out here to the upside and come up and break this high here that we've created for ourselves, carrying out a technical target of 1618, if we don't do that and roll, this could spell quite a negative pattern for Reef moving forward, because essentially you could end up creating a big massive head and shoulders pattern, which is a reversal pattern. Look, let me show you. So if you fail to break this high, it is all about breaking this high. That's your level of support and resistance. And if you lose that support, look where you're coming down to. You're coming back down to this low, okay? And effectively, if you start to lose that low, your reversal trend here that you've created for yourself of this falling wedge, which you're now in, you've broken a key level resistance, you're starting to retrace to the highs. You've hit that high, you've hit that high, you're coming up. I think you've ran into this one here, you've got one there, and then you've got one there for your retracement. Do you understand that? So you are on your way, but you are running into resistance, and if you do roll in the market, you'll start creating some horrible little bearish patterns here. Okay, so it's all about breaking this resistance. Break this high here at, let me show you what that is. right, this high here currently sits at 0.02680. Break that, it's golden. You know that this potential head and shoulders pattern is out the window for Reef, and you're looking at continuation, and you are looking at the 1618. Okay, and from here right now, you know, that's a further appreciation of around about 14%. Okay, at that point, you know, you're doing really, really well, especially on the 4 hourly. You're holding the support of the EMAs, you're breaking out of a beautiful technical target here, and again, as a technical target to the upside, so you will be looking at that 0.289, which would be a further long op of around about 16.6% for Reef. So it's moving forward, it's doing everything it needs to, but if there is a dump, it could get quite nasty, and you start to create a really negative head and shoulders pattern further down the line. Okay, so you've got a low, you got a high, a higher high, and then if you roll, you get a lower high, a big massive whopping head and shoulders pattern. So we need to break this level of resistance here, pump up, consolidate up there, and just rinse repeat. Look, do that, come up again, do the same, get the continuation, retrace into the high. Okay, so yeah, that's Reef. I hope you understand that you've got your support targets that you can't afford to see lost, and come to your charts and draw this horizontal, because if you do start to roll out of it right now for Reef, it could be quite negative. Okay, and you could be looking at a whopping correction coming back down to this low down here to retest it once more. Okay, that's Reef. I hope you enjoyed the update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.